Good, g'day. It's actually not good morning. I was about to say good morning. No, it's good afternoon, yes, but it's almost good evening. I'm Boundy, psychic medium, bringing you the daily Lenormand card spread reading late in the day because I had such a busy start to this morning with another webinar that I couldn't make make the live stream happen this morning. And that's okay. We're here though. Let's see what the cards have had for us for today, because there's still others on the other side of the people on the other side of the globe who it will be their morning for March the 26th, which is a Wednesday. So we're on the last half. There's others who are going to be on their first half, and we'll just see what the cards have for us. Let's whiz across to there. And here we go. Now, it is going to be a bit difficult to see the Owl card. It's a white card, and the sunshine is fairly bright through the window. We've got the Gilded Reverie Lenormand deck, Ciro Marchetti's, of course, the expanded edition, and it is a beautiful grouping with the three that we've pulled today, and I just love his artwork. So we'll get to that in a moment. I'm just going to say hello to Evelina. Lovely to see you here. Thank you for popping in. Now, what we have for our main theme for the day today is one of the cards that comes from the expanded section, and that is the Labyrinth. So that's our theme for the day today. Or what we have in our home space is the Bear, card 15, with 10 that's relative to the playing card deck. This is for Fiona because when she pops in for replay, she'll probably put up the numerology. And it's exciting to see that for those who like the numbers. So that's 15 and 10 on this one. Card 43, and we go over to another of the cards that comes from the expanded area of this particular deck. Card 39, that is the dice, and this one's in the workspace, so anything relevant to do with earning our income, our livelihood, that is sustaining us in keeping us in our home space, I suppose you'd call it. So those are the three cards in the way that I have this card spread for us. Okay, I've been using this spread pretty much this way for at least 5 years anyway. But what I do like to do first is to read the Owl card for you as well. Being the light colour, it's hard to read down there on the table. So what if I fall? Oh, but darling, what if you fly? And we're never going to know if we fly until we take off and take that step into the unknown. Step off that post. Step off that cliff. I don't like going close to the edges of cliffs because I do think I'll fall. I'm not a bird, but it is that feeling of wanting to fly and soaring in the sky. Owls, of course, do it well. There's a lot of wisdom in this because we need to trust and take that step of faith. So we will fly, metaphorically. Beautiful, isn't it? Lovely card. Okay, I shall zoom into these so that they are easier for us to see in the detail that we have here. Now, I know for those who are watching on Instagram, it's probably easier to whiz over to the YouTube channel or to Facebook on the rosboundy page so that you can see them in a bit more detail, like, you know, in the wholeness of what the three cards are showing us here. We're starting with the theme because it is the way that I feel that this central card connects both our home space and our workspace, of course. It's connecting through that is the theme. So with the Labyrinth, what we have is the exploration of different pathways that we might have in our day-to-day, maybe different choices that we have had in the direction that we've been taking through our day-to-day. For those of us who are in the longitude that is within the time span of being in our afternoon now, with Australia, Australia, New Zealand, I think it probably goes up to around about the British, the UK, that it might be lunchtime-ish. I just can't remember what the time span is. Anyway, what we have here is that is the different pathways and choices we have. In respect of this, it really is more our singular, our choice that is being shown here, but that at any point in time we do have others around us that we can communicate with, can ask for help, whether it's helpful or not. It is still our own pathway that we are travelling as far as the maze of life goes and what we have in our environment around us. But we do have certainly opportunities to rest when we get there and have that beautiful relaxation, that beautiful connection with the birds and nature and whatever it is that's in that central eye of the storm, that calm that is that center of whatever is your particular puzzle. Because I love seeing them in the puzzle books, these maze pathways, those puzzles. I think they're so much fun to play in, following those tracks, because sometimes you can see it immediately without having to really go backtracking and all the rest. Other times it takes a long time to find actually that correct pathway that gets you either out or into the centre, whichever way the puzzle is structured. Here we have, it is our daily theme. This is what we're struggling is the word to a point, but it doesn't have to be a struggle. It can be just a pleasure and a fun thing to feel into, that the choices that we have are creating some sense of fun for us. Okay, so we go over to our bear that is sitting in our home space, and it is in the Gilda Breviary, the bear is the polar bear, and it does reference that motherly nurturing aspect of the bear as well, and how they do a lot of the work. It is sort of a work card, but it's not something that feels like it's hard work, or the drudgery and dragging of it. In the sense, I'm feeling it's just that is continuing to move us forward in looking after things, having things being done in our home space. So this is that's moving things forward, that's going to be that loving energy. You remember in the last couple of days we've had the heart as part of our spread. Yesterday it was definitely in the home space. So the heart card is continuing with that's that next step of the nurturing and caring for family, and really bringing in the bacon is the thing that came to mind. It's looking after in respect of the food. It is the mother bear that looks after the cubs, of course, and feeding them, teaching them to eat, all of that type of thing. So we are bringing that fullness of what is the family and home into the home, and that connection of being in that perfect space that we're creating. The polar bear with all this crystallized, the icicles and the surrounding environment that is natural to this particular species of bear. We're in our home environment too, as our natural realm, and how we're creating it that helps us to be comfortable, supported, nurtured, secure, all of that. So that's what we're creating here with our, and it's in a fun way I'm feeling today, because we've got that labyrinth connecting and bringing it into its fullness with the dice in the workspace. So if you've had one of those days where it's felt like, it's just been chance, all things that have happened in the day, you feel like you've had some fun throwing the dice in the air and just go with the flow of whatever occurs from that lands in front of you. So as you can see here, there's each of the numbers, all of the numbers 1 to 6 are visible on these dice, the 2 dice. So, there's any possibility of whichever turns up for you. And it does remind me of the game Yahtzee, because it's a game I love to play. And, it's bringing that sense of fun. Yes, some chance to it, but trust that wherever these opportunities land, that it's bringing in the abundance and that is absolutely perfect for you in the today of what you are working on. Okay, so trust that is being presented. As far as you do need to put some action into it, and if it doesn't quite come out as you expected, it is still what is the perfect opportunity for you to work with today. Whether that's what you've had occur through the day, like my day now being on near the end of it, or your day that's just starting and beginning afresh, that you are going to have some wonderful opportunities through the day with your workspace, whether you work for another person or business, or whether you run and operate your own business or solopreneurship, that type of thing. So trust that whatever is happening is absolutely perfect, showing you the way of where your pathway is going and leading, even if it's going to be that surprise win in the center of some sort. We still need to start with our intention. We don't just wake up with nothing in our minds of what we're wanting to do. We are here to be in our surroundings of the home first, of course, wherever it is you lay your head to sleep and where you wake up, and where you join with others in your family to continue on into your community and into your work realm and have some play in the middle. It's all connected, and it's all to do with relationships with other people and sharing that time with them, and what what they know that you can learn from. All sorts of opportunities that we're going to be able to take and share and really grow from. Okay, like the owl said, what if you fall, but oh, what if you fly? Enjoy that is going to show you that the bigger picture, because flying is above, of course, and see all things like we might with our maze, that we can look above it and find what the pathway is even more easily. Trust it. Trust spirit in that connection as well. So ask them to join you. And we have got Sandra here as well. Good evening. I'm hoping that everyone has had a lovely day. Feels like a hone your skills day. Yes, it could be the honing your skills day as well. And the trusting, I think it's a lot of trust in what is eventuating with this one today as well, because of the dice and the labyrinth. Each and every one of us has a different pattern to this as well, all individual. Okay, so that is our reading for what is the cards for today, whether you're halfway through your day or whether you're just starting. It's all an adventure with life, isn't it? And it's absolutely lovely to experience all aspects in whatever way that you are today. Whether we judge it by being good or bad, or whether it's just the wonderful and lovely experience of living in our unconditional loving energies, and knowing that what we're doing is being on that pathway of soul learning while we're here until we go back home, or whatever your belief system is. So thank you, Evelina. Thank you for that, and thank you for sharing your time with us as well. So just keep being the best you that you can be, and fly. Whether it's like an eagle, what bird would you choose to be as you fly? The eagle? Would you choose to be a hummingbird? Would you choose to be a hawk? Would you choose to be, I don't know, blackbirds? There's so many different species to choose from. And yes, we will fly in our hearts, in our souls, in our minds, in whatever way that you need to take that step of loving faith and fly. I've had a lovely day. Thank you so much for joining me tonight as well. As far as if you are watching in replay, certainly put #replay. And I do have the link for those who would like more in-depth and personal readings. That is the website that I've currently got. That it does work. You go to the readings tab in there. Have a look around if you so desire. You can pay for a reading there, and I do recorded readings like I do for this. You get personalised, a private link to a YouTube unlisted. Yeah, I think it's an unlisted video, so that if you want to share it, you can. If you don't have to. That type of thing. It gives you the choice. Okay. Thank you again. Keep being the best you. And we'll see you. And what's today's Wednesday? Tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow morning. Okay. I will be doing this tomorrow morning. And Sandra, if you've created a feather therapy workshop, and it's interesting what bird we do choose. That would be really interesting. If you like, you can put your link for that in the chat. I don't mind if you do that in the comments area. Share that. It would be very interesting. Thank you. And yes, until tomorrow. I'll see you then. Namaste.